Don't let your future be presented by your past. It will lead to failure. And let me repeat myself, right? Don't let your future be presented by your past. See, your present, the current life that you're currently living, is basically a manifestation of all of the thoughts, all of the habits, all of the actions that you've taken in your entire life up until this point. All of the information, all of the knowledge, all of the action that you've taken based upon that information and knowledge that you've had access to has led you to where you are today. So if you want to get to a new tomorrow, then you have to start doing something different today, right? To get new results in the future, do not allow yourself to constantly replay the memories of the past and the thoughts of the past. You should use the past as a litmus test, right? As a comparison from where you are now and where you were. You can compare yourself from where you were and where you are now and where you want to be as a test, so you know how to measure your progress along your journey of this game called life, right? But you're not supposed to allow your future to be basically manifested based off of everything that's happened in your past, because that's how you will constantly just replay the same life over and over and over again, right? Some people might feel like life feels like a hamster wheel, right? Like the rat race, or like you're on, you're constantly running, but you're not moving anywhere, right? It's like how you're constantly in motion, but not seeing any progress, right? It's because you're doing the same things that aren't yielding different results for you, or aren't yielding the results that you want out of life. But maybe you keep doing the same things because they were taught to you by your parents, by society, by teachers. Maybe you have a family, like mine. I was taught to go to school, get a good job. My dad is from Haiti, my mom is from Trinidad. We didn't come from riches or anything like that. But, they were just telling me what they were taught, what they were told, what they understood, that, you're supposed to go to school and get a good job. Right now, you know, I'm basically the one in my family that started a business, right? Because at the end of the day, when I looked at the trajectory of where my life would go, when look at the people that work at places, different jobs, wherever whatever place you want to think of, right? And if you look at the position that you're at and look at a couple ranks up, basically look at the person that's 10, 20 years older than you, that's been working there for 10, 20 years, whatever, and that's going to be you in 10, 20 years. Personally, I didn't want to be in an office desk for too long. I didn't want to be, just working for someone else. I didn't want to just be, whatever the case may be. I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to create generational wealth. I wanted to create multiple income streams. Right now, I've had multiple jobs before I became a full-time entrepreneur. But my point is, guys, that for me, when I made a decision that I wanted to have a different life, I had to stop replaying the memories of my life that, that I was used to. I was used to just getting a job, working there. I was going to school, I got my degree, but I was just so used to the programming of, okay, I have to get a job. I have to, but at the end of the day, no. And it's not the fact of, I'm not telling people not to get a job. I'm not telling you to quit your job or whatever the case may be. What I am saying is, if you want to be a business owner one day, then start now and investing into the knowledge, into the education, into the coaching, into the mentorship, for you to learn from entrepreneurs, for you to learn from business owners, right? Listen, I got my degree in business, right? And they didn't even teach us about how to run, how to operate, how to own your own business. See, because schools were created by some of the most richest and, wealthiest, families in the world, right? Like the Carnegies, you know, the Rockefellers, the Fords, right? And if you look it up, don't take my word for it, look it up. John D. Rockefeller himself said that he doesn't want a nation of workers. He wants a nation, he doesn't want a nation of thinkers. He wants a nation of workers. So think about that. Why would he want a nation of workers, not a nation of thinkers? Well, one of my mentors told me that most the biggest reason why most people don't get rich is because they don't think. And it's because you don't have time to think. You have to pay the bills. You have to take care of your family. You have to go to work. You have to do X, Y, and Z. And before you know it, 10, 20, 30 years has gone by and you haven't even started working on your dreams or those goals that you said you wanted to work on because you never had the information and you never had the knowledge, the blueprint. So you never took those steps forward. And then you just stayed consistent with what you are used to, which is those past thoughts, those past memories that we continue to replay in the present and allow our future to be presented by the past. We can't allow our future to be presented by the past because what is failure? Well, I mean, to me, failure is when you don't actually achieve something that you were looking to achieve. Like when you don't actually do the thing that you said you wanted to do, that is failure, right? When you're not doing something that you were designed to do or created to do, or that's in your purpose, that essentially is failure, right? Because failure and success are two polar opposites. And it's okay to fail. You have to fail your way forward to get to success. You know, I failed so many times in my life. Believe it or not, there's so many people that tell me, oh, Danny, you're doing everything right. You're young. You got your degree. You're doing a business. You're, having success. You've been financially, retired from jobs for all these years. I've been watching you online. Like, congratulations. But what people don't see are the long nights of failures. What people don't see is when I had to, work at multiple jobs, while I was investing into, $3,000 mentorship programs that, my parents and my friends would call me crazy. Like, bro, you're not even making that much to be spending that much on something that you don't even know is going to work. I said, look, bro, look, dad, look, mom, look, cousin, look, whoever I'm talking to. This is how we change our future. We have to change what we're doing right now to get to a new future. And I made the decision that I did not want to fail at life because to me, I did not want to work at a job and not be able to afford the luxuries of life while being able to help my family and to provide for my family as well. And the economy is crazy and all this sort of stuff, right? Your job could be clipped and the decision might not even be yours. They might downsize the company. They might, remove an entire department, right? They might do whatever the case may be. I didn't want my legacy, my income to be tarnished from a decision that's not even mine. And so I made the decision that even though I don't know how to own even though I've never started my own business before, even though I don't know anybody that owns businesses, I want to be a business owner. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to create generational wealth. And so I made the decision to start doing something different now that I'm not used to, that that I've never been familiarized with, that I've never been educated about before. I've never been taught this as I've grown up, but I made a decision that this is what I want out of my life, right? I made that decision not based upon the past thoughts in my life, y'all. Listen, understand what I mean, like about this, we can't let our future be presented by our past. See, in that moment for me, I made a decision that, look, even though, my parents never owned a business, even though I come from a low income family, even though, I'm a young black kid in America, right? At the end of the day, I know that one day I can become a business owner. So let me start doing the things that I need to do now to learn how I can do that in the future. Right. So I started to change the things that I was doing now so that I could get to the future that I've never had in the past. Does that make sense? I don't want to overcomplicate it, but this is the reality, right? And if you continue to only think that your future will look exactly how your past has, then that's why you never create a new future. If you have an expectation that your future is going to continue looking like the past, oh, how's your day going? Oh, just another day, another dollar, right? When people ask me how's your day, I say it's another day in paradise because it's another day that I'm above earth. It's another day that I'm made in the image of God. It's, in the eyes of a creator, I was made and I'm able to fulfill my purpose and, do the things that I was meant to do. And even when things feel like they're not working, y'all, that just means that it's working on you. But you can't just give up on your dreams. you can't just give up on those goals and those things that you really want to achieve in life. There's people right now that would beg, that would, die just for their family to have the opportunity that you watching this video right now may have the opportunity to as well. See, there's things in your life right now that, believe it or not, it just depends how you look at it. It just depends on your perspective. There's people right now that would die to be in your position, that would do anything that they could possibly do to get into the position that you have access to, but you're not even taking advantage of the opportunity. There's some people that have, the same situation that you're going through, but boom, they made it to success because they took those excuses and they used it as fuel. And, they took the situation and they used it as fuel to motivate them to get to the next level in life. See, that's how you change your future, not by allowing your future to be presented by your past. This is very, very important. And I hope you see what I'm saying, y'all. Because if you want something different in life, you got to do something different, right? Now, what we have to also understand is that in society, we've been programmed to condescend or to denounce or to look down on the idea of success, right? Even think about it in school. I remember as we started growing, like when I was in school, I'm a 90s baby, right? So when I was in school, they were giving out awards for everybody if you participated. There would be, first place, second place, third place, and all that stuff. But you would still get rewarded for trying your best and stuff like that. I think that's great and all, but one thing that is done over time, fast forward to today, right? We look down on people who are making a lot of money. We look down on people who are super smart. We look down on, just look at it. Look at the way people demonize people on social media and they don't even know them in real life, right? They just see a fake tabloid about them or something, and misery loves company, right? So they all gather up, say some, nasty stuff about somebody or whatever the case may be. And, whole time it's not even true. But at the end of the day, that's what happens when, a, a mindset that keeps us away from success is programmed into us and we don't even realize it. We need to speak up about that. We need to talk about that. We need to, silence all the noise of people that basically look down on success, because it's okay to fail. And you have to, there has to be respect for success, right? There would be a lot of things in life right now that would not be in existence if it wasn't for success. There's always polar opposites to everything in life. There's two sides to every coin. So while there's success, there's failure. There were people getting straight A's in school and they went off and got good grades and all that stuff. And there were people that failed. But those people that got straight A's, those are the same people, right? Some of them might have gotten great jobs, but some of them might have gotten a great job and felt really full of themselves. But then life hit them, on the side. They didn't even see what was coming, hit a little haymaker, right? And boom, now they're broke. Or boom, now they lost their marriage. Or boom, now they messed up their relationship with their kids. Or boom, now they messed up their relationship with their family or their friends or whatever the case may be, right? And all of this comes back down to the fact that if you're not focused on achieving each area of life, not allowing your past to present your future in each area of life. This isn't just about money and getting rich. This is about every area of your life, right? How can you be a better, son or daughter? Or how can you be a better husband or wife? Or how can you be a better business partner? Or how can you be a better business owner? How can you be a better employee for your job, right? Because if you find ways to be better now, to align yourself with habits and goals that are more aligned with who you want to be and the things you want to have, and you focus on doing those things each and every day now, then your future will look different than your past. That's how you don't allow your future to be presented by your past, right? Doing things now that will allow you to get to a good future. Because at the end of the day, those F students or those D students or those C students, even though they failed at that time, guess what? A lot of those people started businesses. A lot of those people, became entrepreneurs in some form or fashion. A lot of these people are still successful today, See, it's not about, necessarily the grades you got in school, whether you're a dropout or whether you got your degree. It's not even about none of that. It's about understanding that you can have whatever you want out of this life. You might not have been dealt the best hand, in the beginning of your life, in the middle, however the case may be. But you can make a decision right now. You watching this video, you can make the decision now that, you know what, Danny, you're right. I can actually change my future. Let me start writing down the things that I want out of my life. Let me make a vision board so that I can take out pictures and put on the wall the different things that I want to have, the different places I want to travel to, the different investments I want to create, the different things I want to do for me and my family and the people I care about, right? Start writing things down that you want out of life and look at it every day. So that way you're not allowing your everyday vision, because think about it. If you're not showing yourself something every single day, then something is being shown to you every day. And you can go on social media and scroll for hours. You can watch Netflix for hours. You can, go watch a movie, whatever the case may be. Something is going to get your attention. But if you're not focusing your attention on what you want out of your life, if you're not writing, if you don't have it written down, if you don't have the pictures, if you don't see it, then you won't believe it. You won't be thinking about it every day. You won't be programming it into your subconscious mind that you deserve to have this life and that you're going to continue to pursue, the goals and actions that will allow you to get these things that you want. If you're only looking at the tell-eye vision, right? If you're only looking at, gossip and media and the shade room and whatever the case may be, then you're not spending enough time on yourself. All that time and energy all that time and energy that you could be putting into yourself and into the life that you want to have, you're putting it into all these other places that are trying to grab your attention. And this distracts you from focusing on how you can change the future of your life by using the present to change that future. And so your mind is super powerful. Like there's your conscious mind and there's your subconscious mind. Due to the fact that you've lived this life so long and you've done everything you've done up until today, your subconscious mind is already programmed based on where you're at right now. So if you want to have a new future, guys, seriously, you have to use your conscious mind to be conscious about the activities that you're doing every day. Be conscious about your habits, your conversations, the information that you're listening to, the knowledge that you have access to, right? Be conscious of this information and the way that you're operating. So that way, every single day, you're programming your subconscious mind to adapt to the goals, the habits, the actions, the mindset that you need to have in order to get to the life that you want to have. Because your subconscious mind is just basically storing all this information and it can't tell between right or wrong, truth or false. It just receives the information and it is what it is. So when you have these negative thoughts in your mind, when you keep, this negative self-talk in your mind, telling yourself, you can't do it, or procrastinating, or telling yourself, you'll do it later, or maybe you can't do it. Maybe things like this aren't for you. Your mind, your subconscious mind is taking a tally of all of the losses that you're, basically giving to yourself from the negative self-talk. Let's reprogram our future, guys. Let's redesign our future. Look, no matter where you're at right now, you can reprogram your future by redesigning your life. And all you have to do, guys, is start writing down the things that you want out of life. Start writing down what the millionaire you looks like. What do you drive the millionaire you? What do you think about? Where do you live? What are the assets that you own? What type of relationships do you have? Use the imagination to create the life that you want to have, and then use daily actions and habits and the right mindset to implement it every single day to reprogram your conscious and subconscious mind so that you know that you're aligned with the person that you need to become so that you can have the things that you want to have, because now you're doing the things you need to do to allow your future to be, to allow your future to be created how you want it to be, not so that your future is presented by your past, right? So, I mean, listen, guys, life is supposed to be a constant progression. So, if you allow your life to not be in a progressive mode, that is like your choice. Like you're making a choice that you don't want to progress in life, right? And look, if that's what you want to do, look, you're grown. Hey, do your thing. I'm not here to down nobody. But for those of you that want to turn up this year, for those of you that are looking to get to the next level in life, for those of you that want to create wealth for your family, for those of you that want to have great relationships, for those of you that want to get your health better, for those of you that just want to live a better life, I urge you, don't let your future be presented by your past, because the present is a gift if you use it properly. But if you let time pass, if you allow the memories and the negative self-talk to constantly replay in your mind, programming your subconscious mind to lead you to failure, then hey, that's what's going to happen. You're going to be led to failure. And I don't want to see you led to failure. Hey, look, if you're rocking with me, I need you to subscribe, like this video, comment, if you like this content. And listen, y'all, I'm super excited for you, because if you're watching this video all year, we're about to go in on content. You know, I have, you can follow me on Instagram. We have over 280,000 on there, over 60,000 on TikTok. So I'm new to YouTube, y'all. So I'm excited to be here. But even more so, I'm excited to just give you guys this information, this knowledge, this insight, these perspectives that I've been able to learn through my life, my experiences, and my successes and my failures, right? You have to fail your way forward to get to success. So, hey, y'all, it's your boy. Make sure you tap in. We out.